Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sonia Maya, and yeah, this plant is kind of annoying, isn't it? I'm gonna fix that. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sonia Maya, and if you're new, welcome. I post about psychology, facts about sex and relationships on Wednesdays, and I post about fitness inspiration and healthy habits on Saturdays. So today I wanted to talk about 3 ways to stay on track once quarantine ends. Quarantine has actually helped me stick to a lot of healthy goals, and this is why. I don't get invited to go to restaurants with friends. I don't get invited out to clubs where people are putting shots in my face or putting whole bottles in my face of Don Julio, because I actually kind of like Don Julio. So it's actually been easier for me to stick to my goals because I'm only cooking for myself. And you know, when you go to restaurants, you never really know how many calories are in everything. You don't know what kind of oil or seasoning they're using. They're probably putting butter on everything, which is why it tastes so damn good. And plus, it's really hard for me to stay away from fried food. And it's also a little bit hard to say no to peer pressure. But as I said in my video about how I don't drink that much anymore, I've been very good about that. But I wanted to talk about 3 ways that I'm going to do my best to stick to my goals when quarantine ends. And I hope this helps you as well, because I think that these are pretty well thought out goals that'll help you not feel like you're going back in your progress if you are somebody that decided to really stick to fitness goals during quarantine. And I know a lot of people did, because I see that there's like millions more views on Chloe Ting's workouts. People are working out at home. People had a lot of more time on their hands. They're like, all right, I'm going to take this opportunity to be the best version of myself and get fit and feel good about myself, and that is exactly what I did, and I'm so proud of myself. And you can be like that too if you haven't already, and if you need motivation, then watch my videos. I got you. First thing I wanted to talk about is knowing that it's okay to say no to peer pressure. What I mean, if somebody was like, oh my god, happy hour, we gotta go happy hour, we haven't been out in forever, we gotta go get drunk, we gotta do all this, it is okay to say no. But of course you could do it sometimes. Just don't go back to the same habits of going out to eat all the time. And I have this fear that a lot of people are not only gonna go back to those habits, but they're probably even going to go out even more because they've been like stuck at home. They're like, oh my god, I need to go out and drink, and they're going to do it even more than before. Like, I understand that, but try not to do that. I personally haven't been out to eat really at all. In Philadelphia right now, it is mid-July 2020 right now. Worst year ever. I've only been out to eat once with my dad, and that was in New Hope, and it was a place that had outdoor seating that was like everything was spaced out, so that felt safe.
Wearing a mask is sexy. Wearing a mask is hot. Wearing a mask makes your butt look better than doing a million squats. Wearing a mask is cute. Wearing a mask is cool. Wearing a mask is for people who did above average in school.
I haven't been out to eat recently, but when everything is like back to normal, just, you can say no. You can say no. You don't have to go crazy. Just go out maybe once a week, but don't keep going out over and over again because you feel like you have to catch up on lost time. The restaurants will be there. You don't have to go ham. It's okay to say no to peer pressure. Think about it, like if you've been controlling your calorie intake and really paying attention to your food for this whole time, it's been like what, like 4 months, and then you start going out to eat and you start eating a bunch of crappy things again, it's going to take a big toll on your body, and it might be hard to come back from that. So I'm not saying don't do it, I'm just saying don't do it all the time. Just prepare yourself for that excitement of people being like, yeah, let's go out.
I gotta have more.
The last thing that I want to happen to you is you going ham and going out to eat and just losing all the progress that you've made so far. And like I said, like I keep saying, in moderation is fine. Go out to eat sometimes, make it like a treat meal, and just be mindful the rest of the time. I don't want you to fall backwards in your progress. You got this. So number 2, I wanted to focus on the idea of going back to the gym or staying at home. So what I've done ever since quarantine started was I came up with ways to work out in my room. I work out right here, just like right on my mat. All I really need is a mat. I've been using a lot of YouTube videos for workouts. So don't think that just because the gyms are open again, you know, everything's back to normal, that you have to go back to the gym if it gives you anxiety. Of course, start using the gym again if that was something that really helped you before, but don't feel like you have to. If you're doing something right now that works for you, like me, strength training workouts and using your own body weight, or you have dumbbells at home, keep doing what you're doing. And you know, if you feel comfortable with bringing that to the gym, do that. But if there's something that you learned about yourself during quarantine, which is maybe, you know, I can lose a lot of fat and I can gain muscle at home, then why not just continue that routine if it works for you? On the other hand, if you're somebody that misses the gym and you're somebody that really wants to put on muscle, then go to the gym, do that. But don't be anxious about the change.
I have anxiety!
For me, I know that my gym is opening up soon, but right now, even though things are like a little bit better in terms of the pandemic, I'm anxious about the idea of working out in a mask. That's not something that I want to do. So if you're anxious about the idea of going to the gym because of the whole pandemic situation, or if you're anxious about going to the gym just because you've gotten so used to your routine, then don't feel like you have to. It's really personal preference, gym or no gym. For me, I think it's no gym for now. I do miss the Stairmaster, but there's no way I'm going on the Stairmaster in a mask. Can you imagine? I can't. If you're anxious about going back to the gym when things open up, just don't even do it. Just stay at home. There's other ways to work out. You can even work out outside. If you need any recommendations for YouTube videos that have worked really well for me, I love HasFit workouts and I love Ting workouts. I could give you some recommendations. And also, if you need an accountability buddy, I could be that too. I think I said that weird. Accountability buddy. A lot of syllables in that word. But if you need an accountability buddy, hit me up on Instagram at Sonia Maya. I will definitely help you out. The third thing I wanted to talk about is don't fall out of the healthy habits that you've made for yourself. Like I said before, a lot of us have taken this time in quarantine to really start focusing on our health. Understand that even though you might be going back to a busy schedule, you're still going to have the ability to participate in those healthy activities. One example is getting enough sleep and working out in the morning. Let's say those are two things that you've been doing a lot better since quarantine started, because that's something I can relate to. If you think like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to work out in the morning because I have to work again, there are ways around that. I hate when people make excuses like I don't have time to work out. You do have the time, you just have to make the time. There's a huge difference. You have more control over it than you think. Going to sleep earlier might really help, so you can wake up early enough to do your workout before you go to work. And that's something that I have been doing, because for a while I stopped doing therapy at a psych hospital, but now I have to do therapy at a psych hospital again. I have to be there early in the morning, so I have to make sure to go to sleep early the day before that so that I can wake up early enough to get my workout in before I go to the therapy gig. So that's really important, to just try to work your schedule around things that are priority. And you can make working out a priority, just like you can make sleeping a priority, just like you can make all the other healthy habits a priority. And don't think that you aren't going to be able to continue those healthy habits when everything goes back to normal and you have a busier schedule, because you can. You just have to make the time. Please comment below. I would love to hear from you guys. Do you feel like being in quarantine was kind of helping you stick to your habits? Are you a little bit anxious that maybe since things might be going back to normal that you're not going to be able to stick to those habits? Please share your concerns and comments below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. I post every Wednesday and Saturday, and I will see you in the next video. Stay healthy.
How about this one? I call it more like belongs in the trash.